All right, this is your Monday real life stock review. Simply put, let's dive in. Hey traders from around the world, Jeremy Alexander Newsom here, and I am straight up pumped and fired up about today's review. We got a lot to pack in these 8 or 9 minutes, so let's go ahead and get started. Broader market generally still looks more bullish than bearish in my personal opinion, and things look like we could and should and most likely will slowly grind higher from here. For those who are interested, if you really want to know, I'll be happy to fill you in on how my race went this weekend, but it was glorifying, exciting, wonderful, learned a lot, grew a lot, experienced a lot, and my legs are still in a decent amount of pain, but so pumped and fired up about doing more events like that in the future. All right, really quick, diving into some of the requests. Before I do, let me show you 2 trades that I lost on this morning and then 1 trade that I won on. First trade that I lost on today was DraftKings DKNG, and here's the 5-minute chart. Oh, well, this is actually the daily chart. Looking at it right now, very, very happy to have stop loss on this trade. And I actually know why I lost on it. I should have flipped on it realistically. But there was your volume. Tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of buyers on Friday. And I said to myself, maybe those buyers will become really excited and more people will start buying and it'll be a breakout, but it did not. It was a total and complete travesty for the bulls. It did clear all kinds of pivots, and I should have waited 3 more minutes rather than getting into the trade, but here's how I played it, and I definitely lost. Should have flipped on the trade or at least played it later in the day when it started absolutely diabolically selling off. But here's the extended hours. Pretty clean. It was a retest gap. You'll notice on the 3-minute chart that it closed above pre-market high. So I bought the retest, getting in with a limit buy right there with a stop loss down here, and got stopped out of the trade. And that was it, right? It's going to happen. You're going to lose on trades, but you can all see, I hope, that this is the exact same type of trade that I will take all the time. Pre-market breakout, buying the retest of the pre-market resistance, and it just simply did not work. No big deal. So went on and took this one on LVGO. Now, LVGO, I did play as a gap and go. This is the daily chart. So daily chart, brilliant gap, brand new company, really has only been around for about a year and some change. You are experiencing a glorious trend on this one. Phenomenal hammer back on May 28th. Amazing, amazing trend. So it's a very easy to play gap and go. And I say easy to play. Try to play it. I just did not play it good enough. I got in on a breakout, taking out the high of this hammer candle right there. So again, very classic, very normal, very easy, a trade that I'll take all the time. Stop loss apparently was way too tight. So I got in with a breakout above that hammer, entry there, stop loss below the pre-market levels, and then got wicked out, and then boom, it just immediately ran to some really good targets. Some other traders played it differently and more conservatively than I did, but I definitely lost on LVGO, and that kind of sucked. But then I was down 2 Rs and went on to play this beauty on AMD. Here's your 5-minute chart, and on the 5-minute chart, you might think to yourself, oh, well, Jeremy probably got in over here at 11 o'clock and took that breakout. And if you were thinking that, I appreciate your kindness, but that's not where I played it. I played it with a breakout right here and had to hold through 2 hours of retesting. So my entry on AMD was entry here. Stop loss was the low of the day. And we had to hold through all of this, and then the trade became an absolute profitable money-making machine. And we exited a target, which was 54.98. The reason my target was 54.98 is because that was more than 2R. I did not know it was going to hit that. I fully did not expect to hit that. But I had lost an R on LVGO. I lost an R on DraftKings. I got into one other trade on the day and simply tried my best to get more than 2 Rs, and we did. So congratulations for those who played AMD with me today. That was a nice, profitable trade. Now let's go look at some stocks that were requested today, and I had a lot of them. So here we go. Micron Technology, ticker symbol MU. Love this stock, big fan, and the pressure is building. Earnings are a few days around the corner, and you could probably play, again, shares of this one. Long term, Micron will be higher than 51. Just depends on how long you can be in. So if you don't want to stress out about the trade, you just want to be in shares, do covered calls until you get called away for a profit, and you don't really care about the fluctuations, this one could be a really nice one. Also, you could do a straddle or strangle on Micron if you really want to, although generally Micron doesn't have the largest of gaps. It can. I probably would be okay selling puts on this one or being in shares and just doing covered calls over earnings. But overall, nice bullish trend, really good sideways compression for a few days. I like it. Also had a request on Twilio. And Twilio, my buddy Ron from North Carolina is in some shares and did a covered call expiring this Friday. So he got called away and is extremely profitable on Twilio. I like this company. I really like what it does. I like the product, I like the concept, and I like the industry. Pretty much text message marketing is what Twilio specializes in. The trend looks great. The gap looks great from a few weeks ago. Earnings are really quite sensational. Trend is bullish. Buy the dip for sure. Nice hammer back on May the 27th. You got a really, really good close above this June 11th bearish candle. Again, unarguable trend at this point. Therefore, buy that salsa. MGM Resorts and some of the other resorts, I am expecting for them to go a little bit lower. Too much money was made too easily back in early May. So from May up until June, MGM was up about 100%. Just way, way too easy. Too many noobs made too much money on that move. So I think that you have to get a little bit more of a pullback. I don't know that for sure, but there's a lot of reasons why MGM could slow down. Specifically, this is your monthly chart. And as I'm looking at it on the monthly, you have, arguably a little bit of a double top. You have the retest of the 100 simple on a monthly chart, which is at 22.39. There's a lot going on there, a lot of resistance kind of holding that one back. Again, the weekly chart, you're below all those moving averages. I like MGM long term. I like Vegas long term. I don't think they're going to go away at all. I just think they can go a little bit lower. So for me, if I'm looking at playing MGM, it's probably around $16 and some change. Buy the salsa. Starbucks, SBUX. A lot of traders asking my thoughts on Starbucks recently. And this is a very strong long-term blue chip dividend paying company. It's on top of the 100 simple moving average on a monthly chart right now. If you are interested in selling some puts because you want to own some shares of Starbucks, doing those put sales anywhere down there makes gobs of sense. Otherwise, if you're looking at playing it bullish short term, I think it's more sideways than bullish presently. Again, I think you could do longer term share ownership, covered calls, and or put sales until you get called away. But short term, I don't see anything that I really, really love for a quick swing trade. RPRX, Royalty Pharma, got a lot of questions about this one. And this is how many traders are in on Royal Pharma. We had the high wave candle back on IPO day. And pretty much from there, you just played the breakout. High wave candle, day one, just like a day trade, and boom, right? You're in on the breakout. There's the pullback. Obviously, we'll be looking at this one a few times, I'm sure. But if you're looking at the hourly chart, hourly looks good. I would say short term for the next few days and weeks. Definitely be looking at playing Royalty Pharma bullish. We will revisit this one in the near future just so that we can keep an eye on it, what it does, and figure out how it does. But right now, yeah, looks good. INSP, Inspire Medical. I actually am a big fan of this company. I really like the fundamentals of it, and I love, love, love this chart. The trend is amazing. It's actually making higher highs and higher lows continually. Therefore, the trend is bullish. We never took out the IPO low, which shows some strength. Volume is really, really nice throughout all this movement here. So if you're playing Inspire Medical Systems, yeah, be bullish. You have a doji, a perfect high wave doji at an all-time high. So you're probably not loading the boat right here. But if Inspire Medical pulls back to 85, 84, or maybe even 80, yeah, you probably want to be bullish on that one. Chuys, CHWY, we are in this one on a bullish swing trade, and I like the volume. We got in at 48.06 with a stop at 44.06. I like this one white soldier candle. I like the pullback. I like the one white soldier candle with volume from Friday. And we made another all-time high today. 52.77 is a new all-time high on Chuys. So we're making higher highs and higher lows. And no, this is not the Mexican company. This is the pet delivery, food, pets, toys. Bottom line, if you have a fur baby, you should probably be in Chuys in some form or fashion. Great customer service, great company, really easy business model to understand, and long term, very bullish on Chuys. Short term, we're in bullish on a swing trade. I like that trend a lot. Also had a request for Inseego, INSG. Inseego, I'd love to play and see it go bullish down here off the 100, which is about $9. This one, everyone and their mom knows that this is potentially a 5G play. A lot of people are talking about it. I just want to buy it as low as I can because it had a really, really strong run up and is just consolidating. Therefore, I like INSG. There's certainly some opportunities to play bullish on this one. Just buy it as low as you can because on today's bullish day in the market, it really didn't follow through that strongly. And it's been a little bit unwavering for the bulls in the last 2 months. AKA, longer term, this one looks interesting. The fundamentals are okay. The technicals are decent. I think everyone and their father is talking about 5G, and I don't think 5G will be nearly as surprising or lucrative as some people might think, just in relation to picking an individual stock trade and setup. Otherwise, though, INSG does look, looks okay. All right, 2 left. KOPN was requested, and KOPN, I just want this thing to pull back some. The trader that requested this one, here's your monthly chart. All right, tech bubble was good to this thing, but ever since then, no. A lot of volume coming in recently, which is cool. So maybe some buying will start popping up and this one will turn the corner. But you've already had the majority of this move in the last few months. So you're talking 500% up since March. Therefore, let this one pull back some more. I really do like the trend. I do like the volume on a bigger time frame. Therefore, if I'm playing this one bullish, I'd like to buy a dip around the 20 EMA, maybe $1.25, something like that. I'm going to put KOPN on the list for Wednesday in our afternoon swing trading room. We'll continue to keep an eye on it. But yeah, trend looks good. Volume looks good on a monthly chart. Buy the dip. And then VERI, Veritone. Veritone has been extremely strong recently. Look at all of that buying. So if you're not in on Veritone, and I'm not, you missed that party. You're showing up and all the beer's gone except one Heineken, and it's been sitting on the counter for like 2 hours. Veritone, party is winding down. You missed it. Good luck. Try again later. Buy some dips. Don't buy up here. If I was trading it, I'm not buying up there. That's just my thoughts and my opinion. Let it calm down, and I'll put that on the list for Friday in my afternoon swing trading room. Great trend, great volume, and could easily be buyable in the near future, just not at this exact moment in time. That's what I got, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in to your Monday Real Life Stock Review. The next one coming up on Wednesday. And until then, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye. You got it. That was your Monday Stock Review. Thank you for watching. You are incredible. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.